Peace and blessings, queens. This is Lisa Marie Goodson of the Blackberry Beauty Transformative Academy, Ancient African Wisdom for the Modern Sister. Good morning and happy Sunday to you. I'm hoping that your day is filled with joy and peace and love and happiness and connecting with your body and your divine sensuality. I hope that you are moving slowly and mindful on purpose. I hope that you are alive and well and looking forward to all the good that is in your life. I hope you are connecting, dating, loving your higher consciousness. I hope that you are calling your higher consciousness forth in everything you do and say. I hope that every movement that you make is divine and purposeful, is slow and sensual, is loving and kind. I hope that your day will release all hurt and pain from your hips, your thighs, your lips, your eyes. Blessings to you. I hope that you are open to releasing that which you have held on to for so long. I hope that you understand that your sensuality belongs to you as a woman and no one else. I had a beautiful moment this morning because the moment is everlasting. See, I like the word moment. Good morning. Thank you. I love the word moment. I love the idea of moments because that's what life really is about, a series of moments. Wouldn't it be amazing and loving and lovely if we could remain in every single moment? Blessings to you, Kim Rose. That every moment, that we could be in every moment. And I used to think about that. I mean, Eastern belief systems talk of it, African belief systems talk of it. Everybody talks about it. But so many of us can attain it. We go towards meditation because we hear that we're supposed to stop our thoughts. We're supposed to, shut down the monkey mind that jumps from one thought to the other. And so many of us try it, right, or attempt it, or even do it, and we just can't. And we're wondering what's wrong with us. Good morning, true peace. And then we try to sit on a cushion, and we try to create a posture that we believe is going to access us to our higher selves, the higher realms, and our back hurts, and we get really uncomfortable and being silent and quiet, and then trying to stop your thoughts or attempting to stop your thoughts becomes impossible, and then we give up. And everybody talks about this living in the present. Everybody talks about this power of now. Everybody talks about this being in the body. But nobody tells you how really to do it because every way seems unnatural to you. Sit still for hours. Cross your legs for hours. Stop the monkey mind for hours. Think of nothing for hours. And none of it makes sense to you, especially not to your African self. Because in African spirituality, you access God through movement. You access God through the sensuality of life. Sensuality is the way the wind blows on your face and you feel it. And sensuality, hey, peace. Sensuality is how you feel when you have a hot flash, and instead of going, oh Lord, you go, and you ride it and you wipe that sweat away and you just be like, yeah, come on, baby, I'm ready for you. Sensuality is feeling yourself, feeling your inner self and allowing it to express itself outward. Today, I experienced something through sensual movement. For many of you know, I have an intensive that's currently going on. It's closed now, but it's called Sacred Hibernation. And then the spirit had told me there was a sister I was watching on YouTube. I was watching her family vlog channel. It's called Growing with the Greens. Hey, Addie, if you're watching. And then I decided to watch, yes, thank you, okay. And then today, hey, Miss Sexy Thing, I decided to watch, and so I was watching her videos, and she had this thing called Sensual Movement. She says, oh, I do this class, it's called Sensual Movement. I'm already loving her vibration. So I watched this Sensual Movement, and I said, ooh, let me do this. And it moved a lot out of me. And all I could do was get in touch with her and say, hey, I'm doing this sacred hibernation where we're really lightening the load mentally, physically, and spiritually so that we can do our next group or our next course called Uniting with Your Higher Consciousness. And I'd love for you to teach virtually sensual movement. So she created these 2 15-minute videos, and I did them today. And but I made it my own, just like she said. And I was, and it was so ecstatic but it wasn't anything to do with sex in a lot of ways. It was what sex is based on. It was what sex is intended to be. It was spiritual, and it was releasing and fulfilling. It was orgasmic. It was ecstatic. It was what sex is meant to be. And I was able to do it with me. And it was really moving into my hips and really moving into my thighs and really moving into myself with my body. And it opened up my third eye. And I was accessing all the higher beings. And it made me laugh and smile and rejoice. And it was beautiful. It was higher consciousness, me uniting truly with higher consciousness. And it made me sip my tea a little slower. It made me speak a little slower. It made me put my shea butter on a little more purposely. It made me think about how my skin feels and how it curves right here, and then it curves here. It made me think about the curvaceous of my face, and my chin, and my ears. It made me love me, but it made me know me. It was more than loving me, it was knowing me. And what they say, to know me is to love me. It made me think about the way I look at things, and see things, and feel things, and embrace things, and love things. It made me stay here and smile at you and don't look away. It made me look in your soul and don't look away. It made me happy and joyful. It made me wrap my wrap a little slowly or slower. It made me tie this here, right here. It helped me to tie this a little slowly. Helped me to put on my socks a little more slower. It was higher consciousness. So for many of you, you may know that I am doing a sacred hibernation course now, but the next course, the first Sunday in November, I believe that's November 4th, I will be doing your Uniting with Your Higher Consciousness. We're going to do sensual movement. I'm going to have my teacher come back to teach sensual movement, but I'm going to call it sensual movement for higher consciousness. We're going to do sensual or sacred dress. Hey, Camille. Sacred dress for higher consciousness. And I'm going to show you some movement. I woke up today. I felt like I taught this in my life. And y'all can't understand. Thank you. I'll let you know, Kim Rose. Y'all can't understand how much I healed through sensual movement. It's so much we deny of ourselves. It's so much we're not going to get to the higher realms because we're stuck in the lower realms. We're stuck literally, and we don't know how to move it because everybody told us that moving that way is wrong. Yes, that being that purposeful in our speech, in our touch, in our walk, in our movements is wrong. But it's the only way. I thought today as I was doing my movement, I kept saying, if the feelings get the blessing, and most of us are walking and running through our day not feeling, is that the reason why most of us don't feel like we're getting our blessings? Yes. Slow down and be in the moment. What about silence? Thank you, Donna. What about silence makes us fearful? Why don't we pause and breathe between each word that we speak? Why me this? Why am I just not enough? Just to look at you, is that enough? Just to speak sweet words to you, is that enough? Just to love on you and send you loving energy, is that enough? We talk about the healing hands, and we talk about the waves of life, like riding the waves when you're going through childbirth, or riding the waves of a hot flash. Some of us know more about riding a man than we do about riding the waves of our ecstatic own body. And if we learn that first, man, come, go, we be okay. Job, come, go, we be okay. Do you understand that understanding and learning to ride the waves of your sensuality as a woman? You can ride the waves of unemployment for a while, being fired, letting go, buying a house, losing a house. You can ride that wave and understand that it's going to take you somewhere. So I needed to hear this. Says, sending you much love and golden light. Thank you. Yes. I understand as black women why we don't ride waves. I understand because our displaying our sensuality could have gotten us killed, raped, and beaten. We are the masters now of our lives, of our body, of our sensuality. Nothing at all to do with sexuality. As I told my Facebook group, I said, sensuality is what sexuality was intended to be. I'm going to say it again. Sensuality is what sexuality, yes, was intended to be. It's every move that I make is purposeful. Every look, every touch, every thought is purposeful. It is, yes, I slow down my movements and I feel myself while I'm walking and I'm talking. And I'm not afraid of the energy that I'm sending out to the universe. Yes, thank you, Miss Sexy Thing. I'm not afraid. Ooh, yeah. Okay, now. So, I'm burning this beautiful candle. It is called Tobacco Tonka. I got it from Ngozi. And it is just getting me, as my husband said, I said, what does it smell like in here, baby? He says, syrup. Yes. So, if you are interested in uniting with your higher consciousness, hey, Juju, loving your picture, honey. You're giving me all kinds of sensuality, and I'm loving it. We got to give that sensual face, y'all. So, for those that don't know, November 4th, the first Sunday in November, you're very welcome. In my house, I make us take a moment of silence for about 30 minutes to an hour. You go ahead so everyone can focus. I love that. Great ritual. Well, we're going to have those rituals and a whole lot more in the next intensive called Uniting with Your Higher Consciousness. And we're going to feel. And we're going to, I'm going to tell you something. I got to share this with you. When I was in the bathtub, just feeling and my expressing and loving and being and in the moment and slowing down my movements, higher consciousness came to me and said, you are ready. And I said, I am ready. I didn't question. I didn't say, am I ready? Are you sure? For real? I said, I am ready. And I felt like a rocket ship. I was catapulted up to a higher realm. And this time it wasn't that I was meeting higher beings. They were meeting me. Uniting with your higher consciousness. They were meeting me. Because most of us don't think that we could be higher than the highest being that we believe to be out there. Higher in essence than our own creation. Higher than our ancestors. Higher than, because you are them. Every ascended master, you are them. They're looking to you. Don't bow your heads, queen. Look up. What's the payment plan? I need this one. Go to my website at blackberrybeautyacademy.com. Blackberry Beauty Academy. To the right of every page is a tab that says send voicemail. Send me a voicemail, sweetie. Send me a voicemail and we'll talk about it. And I'll get back to you. That's for anybody else that feels it too. All right, y'all. Okay, so I love you all with all my heart. I do have a video for you later. It's one when I was outside I filmed. Yes, darling, thank you. And sensual movement. Sensual movement. Sensual movement. Peace and blessings.